guys actually enjoy treating your customers like a pieces of shit, because that's how I felt when I went to the Alamo Drafthouse. Okay? You know what? I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to text in your little crappy-ass theater. It was too f***ing dark in that place for me to find my seat, alright? I was using my phone as a flashlight to get to my f***ing seat. So excuse me for using my phone in USA, the United States of America, where you are free to text in a theater. I was not aware that I couldn't text in your theater, alright? I've texted in all the other theaters in Austin, and no one ever gave a fuck about what I was doing with my fucking phone, alright? And it was on silent. It wasn't on loud. It wasn't bothering anybody. You guys, obviously, were being assholes to me, and I'm sure that's what you do, you know, to rip people off. You take my money, and then you throw me out. You know, I will never be coming back to your Alamo Drafthouse or whatever. I'd rather go to a regular theater where people are actually polite. And, you know, I'm going to tell everyone about how you are. And I'm pretty sure you guys are being on purpose. So thanks for making me feel like a customer. Thanks for taking my money.
Hey there, General Red Review here, with Old Colony Pest Control. If you're having pest problems in a commercial or residential setting, we're the people to call. Veteran-owned, based in Massachusetts and Rhode Island, Old Colony has been here servicing your homes proudly, and we plan to keep it up. Our team is fast, efficient, and reliable. We go above and beyond to cater each project's individual need. No task is too much for us, so give us a call. 774-400-5993. Again, the number is 774-400-5993. Hope to hear from you soon. General Red Review, out.
Phenom Radio is the home of the hottest indie music. Tune into the Phenom Radio Top 20 Countdown, Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific.
A razor sharp hustle, raise your paws hustle, when the sun...
Reunion about to crack. We got the whole crew back.
Really, bitch? A cabin in the woods?
Now let's get it all in perspective for all y'all enjoyment.
You still a slave to the white man?
Y'all gonna start calling my wife the white man, alright?
Newness, here's the anthem. Put your hands up that you shoot with. Count your
But
loot
we
with.
don't on Juneteenth.
Oh, hell no.
Where are you going?
Look for the fuse box.
What kind of house is this? No, thank you.
The Blackening?
Whoa! Jim Crow Monopoly.
Shit probably runs on racism.
Pick a card and save Morgan.
What do you mean, save Morgan?
Refuse to play, and she dies.
I think we have to play the game. In your predicament, the black character is always the first to die. I will spare your lives if you sacrifice the person you deem the blackest.
The blackest?
Nobody should judge anybody in here, bro.
You have 2 minutes to decide.
Shanika, she say nigga the most.
Nigga!
See?
Wait.
Y'all can't pick me. I'm gay.
Oh, Clifton.
Yeah!
I can prove I'm not the blackest.
Prove it.
I've never seen Friday. I voted for Trump.
What?
Twice.
Big money, playboy, your time's up.
We need a plan.
Don't say it. Don't you dare.
Don't say this dumb shit.
We have to split up.
Your time has run out. It's time to die.
There's a crazy person out here hunting us. You got Rosa Parks on your shirt, right? Would she be sitting down right now?
I mean, that's exactly what she did.
You could shut up.
Made you look. Made you look.
Why black women gotta save everyone all the damn time?
Made you look.
Yo, stop playing.
I got a gun.
That's 2DMX. What are you doing?
A better job, a better home, a better life. Who hasn't wished for these things, worked for them, and sought a place where they had a better chance of becoming real? For generations, Brockton has welcomed those seeking something better. From those who came in search of opportunity to today's multicultural population that makes us the most diverse community in all of New England. Brockton is a place where homes are more affordable, communities closer, where a strong and talented workforce fuels the success of businesses big and small, and the vision of a more diverse and equitable America is being realized every day. It's where ideas take root, businesses grow, communities thrive, new beginnings unfold, and the promise of a better life is kept. Brockton, Massachusetts, where better begins.
Time to grow up. You got a problem with your self-esteem and ego. Oh, here we go again. It's time to grow up now.
Sure luck, right?
This is Viana Marie, and you're watching The Booth, a Sinister One production on Hoobazoo.com.
It's caught in the crossfire.
The truth is, these kids need discipline. You know, I really believe they want to be pushed to the limit. And then good stuff happens.
Carmen! Carmen!
What the hell?
Okay, make way. Clear out. This is heat exhaustion. I'm gonna cool down his core. Take his pants off.
Hey, you really don't need to film this, all right?
Where are you gonna put that rod? Hold his leg up. Stand back.
What do you... Oh, oh, oh!
Oh, God!
Hey, I said don't film this. Get away from it. Move out of the way.
You'll be all right, son. In good hands.
Come on!
Is everything okay? Are you all right?
Am I gonna What? Whoa!
Okay, we got another one. Take his pants off. I'm gonna have to cool down his core.
Hey, he looks pretty bad. You might want to use two of those.
Gotcha. Back away.
You're filming this, right?
No, this is bad. Don't
Lucky bastard.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
madness. This is the booth.
All right, it's your boy Sinister One broadcasting live from the City of Champions. You are watching The Booth. And look, you know, this week, if you guys tuned in early and was able to watch the 30-minute countdown, the appetizer, you actually saw a PSA from the Alamo Theater, which is going to be opening here in Boston. And it was their PSA for someone that they threw out for texting during the movie. They don't play. When you go to the Alamo Drafthouse, if you're texting and all this stuff, they throw you out. And that was a voicemail from someone in Texas who was thrown out of the movies. They're actually coming to Boston, right down on the Harborside waterfront, right around the corner from the Joe Moakley Courthouse. And I'm actually working with them to try to go down before they open and do a little tour of the place and get people to see how it is. So the Alamo Drafthouse will be opening soon in Boston. You're going to see a couple of their ads here. And then we got into it. We're right here with my first guest, but I got to thank my guest from last week. I've got to thank Pens and Pencils, recording artists Pens and Pencils. They were rappers. They came on. They were here in Brockton. They were actually right at their studio. And actually, let me... and we had a great time. Good show. If you missed it, check it out. It's on Spotify. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere. It's all over the place. But my first guests are on here, and I love having these ladies on because I've known these ladies for a super, super long time. I look back, and I think the last time you guys came on, I went back just to kind of check and see when it actually was that we first started chatting, and it was crazy. It was like MySpace. It was before... It was before there was like even any internet type stuff. Carmen and Camille are on. Put up good music. Let's hear for Carmen and Camille.
Oh, it's so good to be back. So we love you.
So Camille is down in the bottom left. Carmen is in the upper top. And I've got them on because, first of all, they've got some new music coming out that they're going to be hitting people with. But also, Carmen has been doing this thing with food that we're going to be talking about. That's been kind of crazy. You've been all over TikTok. You've been putting up these reels, but let's talk about the music. You guys actually dropped a new single, and you got some stuff you're working on, and just let us know what's been going on in the lives of Carmen Camille since the last time you've been on.
Well, we have been... Take it away, Camille.
Oh, what'd you say?
I said, take it away, Camille.
Yeah. But thank you, sister. Yeah, so we just actually released a song with this producer named Prism Labs that we're really excited about. It's been added to a bunch of playlists now on Spotify, so that's great news. We've released 2 tracks with him, Nothing to Lose and Slow Motion. We got a third one we're about to release, as well as our own song Find a Way. So we've got, I guess, 2 new tracks about to drop, and then yeah, I've got our music video that I'm sure we've stalked you with from last year. Yeah, we'll be doing some new music videos, so we will keep you posted on everything.
Nice. And have you guys been out and about? Have you guys been able to do any national anthems at some of the games this year? I know you guys were doing it.
We went back to Canada, and they've always been so good about letting us do the national anthems at the Canucks games, but it was so jam-packed, like we just couldn't make it work. This trip, we went to Whistler. We had an amazing time seeing our family, but that's definitely something we would like to do again soon.
Yeah. I want to do a game again. I want to do like the Lakers or something. That'd be fun.
Well, they're on a roll. Yeah, they're on the roll right now. Lakers, I believe, are 3-1 in the series. So it doesn't look like they're going to get bounced out of the first round right now. But you guys have been busy. I think I saw you guys did make it to the Grammys, didn't you?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was good. We just did after parties this year. Last year we went to the actual Grammys, which was in Vegas for the first time, and that was a lot of fun. This year was back in LA. We went to a really fun after party for this guy Kit Wakely, who ended up winning a Grammy. One of our co-producers that we work with, Nadeem Majdelaney, give him a shout out. He won his second Grammy this year, and so there's lots of celebration to be had. It's always fun to get dressed up. That's half the fun, really, and to celebrate people. And one day, hopefully, celebrate ourselves. Yay.
It'd be great. Yeah, I know you guys I always follow you guys and see you guys on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and stuff. And it's like, man, it just seems like so surreal, like how long ago it was. And just to see you guys' growth. And it was my son's birthday was in February. And it was funny because a timeline pic posted up on Facebook. And it was you guys had come to town for Mark Chiappetta's event. And you had a DJ with you, and it's you guys with my son. And the funny thing is, in the post, it's a picture of my son with you guys, and the photo is crappy as hell. And my comment was, Jesus Christ, I wish they would make cell phone cameras better.
Well, they did. Yep. Yeah, we go way back. Do you remember being in our live video?
Yes, and I actually
like right at the front, you got your hat.
To be funny, I was actually trying to find that DVD. It's around here in my house somewhere, and I was
we can give you a copy.
Oh no, I have it. I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna pull a clip off. So the next time you guys come on the show, I'm gonna actually show the clip from that concert. But that was a great event because you met up with a lot of Boston artists when you came here. You met up with Benny and linked up with him, who's a guitarist here in the Boston area. Benny, I got to give you a big shout out. You guys did some stuff with him. Photographer, one of my guys, he's a photographer. He does a lot of great photos of me and stuff. It's been great to have you on, over the years and stuff like that. So
we definitely need to do a reunion with Mark Chiappetta for sure. That would be so fun.
Yeah, he would definitely come on the show and take care of business as usual. I know he would come on and he would probably place this claim of fame of finding you girls like he does with me.
Well, that's fine. Yep.
So music wise, otherwise, other than just getting this new music out to people, are you guys planning on doing any local shows or doing any traveling once you start getting these shows going? And where do you plan to travel?
Yeah, we are actually putting together our live set right now. We've got our first gig booked as CXC, I guess, really, with the full band. It's a friend is having, or a fellow musician producer guy is having an industry sort of party. So we're performing at that. And then we are going to be doing some recording of the live stuff and trying to book some dates for later and in the summer sort of thing. And yeah, we're hoping to do some touring by the end of the year. I'm really excited to get back to playing live. It's taken us a minute, kind of post-COVID. We just really focused on a lot of different writing projects and writing for Bravo, writing for different things. And now it's time to get back on the road.
It's time to get back playing live. And this week we've kind of been it's crunch time. We're doing a photo shoot on Friday for our new single to get single artwork. And I just want to say I look like I just went to the gym because it's crunch time and we've got a photo shoot coming up, and I'm like, I need to go back to the gym probably later. Like, yeah, just those fun things you have to worry about as an artist. And yeah, with all the cooking that I've been doing, which we'll circle to later. And yeah, I'm like, okay, need to leave the cooking mode and get now back into you're an artist and you have a photo shoot coming up mode. So hence the gym clothes. Sorry, everyone, but duty calls.
You know what? I like it. I like when people come on the show and they keep it real. And, I love, speaking of keeping it real, I love the hubby videos. But the hubby,
thanks.
There was a video you had posted on TikTok about him trying to explain going off on a ski trip for the 13th.
Yeah, I like teasing him sometimes. Like, oh yeah, he got the Epic Pass this year, and like if you go on one more snowboarding trip, I'm like, so basically you're saving money with the Epic Pass to go spend thousands of dollars on 18 different trips to use your Epic Pass. I'm like, make that make sense. It's funny.
It's a guy thing. It's a guy thing.
Yeah, it is. I support it. There's some far worse hobbies to have than snowboarding.
So where are you guys really looking forward to getting out and performing if you get out this year?
Well, of course, Boston, but there's nothing in the books for that. But that would be a dream come true to go back there. Like, we miss it. We had so many good times there. It was great fun. But we would really like to do, there's a more local California festival that's happening that I think a booker will be at the party we're playing, and we're just trying to, get the feelers out that we're playing live again and get footage so that people can see what our new show entails. And, it's all just a process.
Hitting the, it's a bit late now for some of the summer bookings, but for any like late fall festivals and stuff, the smaller festivals I'm hoping to be playing around California amount, because that's kind of more realistic logistically, but it would, once we get the ball again, I think we'll be able to branch out a little further. And
someone that told me, I was talking to somebody, and they said a lot of the vineyards now are featuring a lot of live performances out there in California. Is that true also too?
Oh yeah.
These
definitely, you could do a whole wine trail tour probably. Sure, that's definitely something to look into, because we're kind of building up our full band set with the DJ and with the bass player with some tracks, and Camille playing guitar, me playing the flute, harmonizing, of course. But we also love playing acoustic too, and keeping it broken down for some songs.
But I'm excited with the full band for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would love to see Carmen Camille at a vineyard. I think that's the perfect atmosphere to see you guys play with some wine. All these different brands they're bringing out, because I'm a big fan of Riesling. That's what I like of the Rieslings, and
the sweeter wine,
yeah. So, and to be honest, this is how much of a nerd I am, and how I started to like Riesling wine. I'm not a big alcohol drinker, but I was in the liquor store and I saw Pacific Rim Riesling wine from Washington State. Well, I'm such a nerd. Pacific Rim, the movie, which is with the giant robots. I'm like, oh my God, I've got to buy this. I've got to buy this wine. And that's why I bought the Pacific Rim Riesling wine.
I wonder if that was all part of their marketing ploy.
Probably. Probably not. I'm pretty sure if I ever reached out to their Instagram or something and told them that's why I started drinking their wine, I'm sure it would get a big chuckle. So let's now that we're on the topic of wine and stuff, let's talk about Carmen. If you guys are out there and you're following her, you might want to get on. She's got this thing that she's been doing for about a little over a year or two now, but it seems to be really working well with you. And it's the cooking, and it's not just cooking; it's desserts, mixed drinks. I mean, it's insane.
What do you say, Camille?
There's some fashion.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like lifestyle-ish, but leaning towards cooking. But I would like to start by saying I am no expert in any of these fields, but it's just been so fun to. One thing that's always been in Camille and I's wheelhouse is entertaining. We love entertaining. We love throwing parties. We've had some epic parties in our day. That's just something we have a fun time planning and taking on. And sometimes we're like, why are we doing this and creating so much work for ourselves? But it's so fun to have all your friends together and have themed cocktails and themed dressing up and things like that. That's just always been something we've been into. So yeah, incorporating just little cute, kitschy things that I enjoy.
Yeah, like fall sandwiches.
Oh yeah, I'm doing a Ted Lasso series right now. So it's my favorite TV show. And every Wednesday I do a Ted Lasso themed video. I actually need to shoot one tonight for. Is tomorrow Wednesday?
Yes, it is. Yes, tomorrow is Wednesday.
Yeah, so I'll be shooting that tonight for tomorrow. I'm making a spoiler alert, a peanut butter punch, because peanut butter is Ted Lasso. He really likes peanut butter. He talks about it in a couple shows, and so doing a little peanut butter punch themed.
Peanut butter punch. That sounds good.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about, we'll see if it works, because some of these things are like trial and error, and I'll be filming it and be like, oh, that didn't really work. How do we make that work? But I think I'm going to do frozen little heart ice cubes with jam. And so it'll be little jam ice cubes in the peanut butter punch.
Ah, she's really going. She's going to work. Look, people, I'm just telling you, I've known these girls since they were super young, and
we were babies.
She is. Look, when I tell you she's going in on the cooking stuff and the drink, Carmen is going in, and Camille you're showing her a ton of support. I love seeing your support.
She's my biggest fan.
Yeah. So have you gotten any offers to cater? Because some of the stuff I see you doing, I'm like, man, I wouldn't be surprised if some people like, okay, they don't realize this is something you're just doing and your time. But have you had anybody reach out for catering offers for you?
No, I haven't. I definitely am not really set up for that. I'm just cooking for anyone who wants it. But hey, you never know what this will lead to. I think it would be really fun to kind of do organize a party for someone and have themed things and stuff, but yeah, not yet.
I probably just jinxed you this week. You'll get that DM.
I also feel like we have a lot going on right now, and we're getting ready for a couple different gigs, and it's a lot being an artist these days, an independent artist. It's like, I'm trying to do business, I'm trying to make music, I'm trying to now throwing in videos and then doing social media for ourselves, for Camille and I, it can all add up. We just went to NAMM, actually, sidetrack here, but that was super fun. Have you ever been to NAMM?
No. What's it like? No, what's it like? Tell really everybody.
Cool. It's where musicians it shows all the latest gear and musicians go to it. It's in Anaheim. We have friends in Canada that would go to it every year, and it's a lot of fun. Camille picked out a new guitar that she's getting.
Oh, nice.
I bought a new guitar. Yep.
When does it arrive?
It should arrive this weekend. Yeah,
that's exciting. And so she's got a new guitar for a gig coming up, and yeah. Anyway,
is it custom? Is it something that's custom ordered?
No, it's a Takamine. It's an acoustic electric. My layer band was from the Kaputs, and it's something we can use for our shows coming up, and
nice. So these ladies, they've already got me a link to the music. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put that music to some photos and things so we can actually show that in the appetizer. And I have to teach myself to remember that the pre-roll for my show is called the appetizer. It's kind of what we've picked the name of it to be, is the appetizer. And I've got to remember that that's the name, because I keep going back and reverting to the pre-roll, and it's not the pre-roll. It's not the pre-roll anymore. It's the appetizer, and we'll add it in, and then when the video does finally come out, we will add it along with the other two videos that we have that shows on the show, before I go live. And it's just been great stuff. Real quick, let them know where they can follow you guys and where they can see you, and where they can check out the food and the drinks, because the drinks, like I said, the drinks are crazy.
Yeah, I've made some mustache martinis, some goldfish jello shots. We've got some peanut butter punch coming. Lots to see there. For my cooking stuff, that is at Carmen Autumn Thomas, and that's across the board, TikTok and Instagram at Carmen Autumn Thomas. And then for Camille and me, we've got Carmen and Camille, which is kind of us living our lives, and it's got some music stuff. And then we've also got Carmen and Camille official on Instagram. That's, I think, the thing we use the most, and where we update our reels. And then we've also got at CXC Band is our music name.
And we've got some people in the chat. David John Kendrick, Music Man, what's going on? Diana McLean, what's going on in the chat? Saying hello to you guys. We're chatting it up with Carmen and Camille. check out their music and check out their music videos, and also check out the TikToks of the cooking and stuff, because it's just great stuff. And like I said, my plan is to have these ladies come back on and try to get Mark Chiappetta locked down and get a nice little reunion, because I know he would love
that. And next time I'm going to be all dolled up. This is gym mode, Carmen. But next time, the sky's the limit. We're going to be in gig mode, Carmen and Camille.
One day we'll see you in person in Boston again, and Carmen can make us whip us all up a drink.
Yeah. Oh, see, the problem is I'm a lightweight. So for me, I drink like twice a year. Super Bowl Sunday and maybe Christmas or New Year's. I can count on one hand how many times I drink a year. So for me, I'm a lightweight. So.
Yeah, I could do a non-alcoholic version for you, or just make it not very strong.
Yeah, because I'm light as they come.
Yeah, if you're drinking twice a year, then you're a cheap date. That's for sure.
Oh, look, I'm the guy that when I go to the club with my artists, and I'll get I like the apple ciders. I do like the ciders, but I can take a bottle. If the doors open at 6, I'll buy my one bottle of apple cider, and at 1 o'clock when the club is closing, I'm probably throwing that one bottle away.
Wow. Okay, Camille and I need to be more like you.
I am just, I'm a super lightweight. And the funny thing is I have done too much, and people say, oh my God, we need to see you like that more, because everybody thinks I'm super funny when I'm a little bit tipsy. So.
Oh, I can only imagine. I'll be making us drinks next time we see each other.
Yes, definitely. We'll have to get the gang all together. And when you guys come out. So again, ladies, I love that you came on tonight and hung out with me and chatted it up. And I just wish you guys a ton of extra luck with this new single and projects that you've got going on. And like I said, I got to get you guys back on again. So again, let them know.
We'll send you all the new tunes and videos and everything. So, and we always appreciate your support. You have always believed in us, and it means a lot. We're your biggest fans. We think you're awesome. Love all that you do for independent artists and people. So thank you so much.
No, thank you. And again, if I'm ever out that way, I'm definitely gonna have to hit you guys up and check you out. And
yeah,
I've been out there. And the funny thing is, I've been out to California 3 times, only on flights and changeovers. I went to Hawaii. I've never actually set foot in California. It's always been.
Really? Oh my gosh, we'll show you all around if you ever come here.
Yeah, definitely. So I want to thank these ladies for coming on the show. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a quick break, and then let's see. We'll be right back. Hold on. Let me get into a break here. We'll be right back with more Booth. Here we go. Taking a break.
Yeah, see, I ain't ever been betrayed by an enemy. That shit is only ever come from them saying friend to me. They soul is black, soaking up all of my backup energy. I feel the drain through all the pain, depletes in its entirety. It's piracy, and any thought of reconciling blind to me. You were my people that I chose, you were my family. And didn't realize what you had, your bad need clarity. Because respect is something earned, you can't use bribery. You thought I was a sheep and I would fall in line. But a real bitch tell it like it is, that's fastest, here's my time. Y'all out here out there ever loving minds. You had no idea the kind of storm of shit you would find. If you forgotten, we can go ahead and press rewind. Receipts is never something from me, never fall behind. I didn't come at no one crazy, you showed your behinds. I never come for folks, but for you I'll make the time.
Green life. It's your boy Black C. Let me talk to him, B. Check. Listen, is you living well? Scratch that, is you living real? Tell me what your grind like, do it pay the bills? Just overlooking the field, or do you play for real? Cause look, I'm trying to build, I ain't got time to chill. It's going down, avalanche, hotter than the bayou. I'm seasoned, Zatarans. They so in love with the cocoa. Put a star on they head, they tone Romo. Give them the glow, they some hope for the hype. Not just lyrics that I write, put my soul through this mic. Like a breeze way I blow through. Want it bad as you breathe, gotta go harder than most do. Feel the plan if you don't plan to fail. At any given moment, could blow just like a loaded shell. Where we from ain't just the weather that's cold. To make it here, you need skin thick as wallaby souls. Now get green.
All right, it's your boy Sinister One broadcasting live from the City of Champions. I got to thank my guests Carmen and Camille for coming on the show. Had to take a quick break to let them go. During the break, you heard Viana Marie's Last Thing featuring Black Sea. I hope that song is banging. Out of all the songs I had to pick for when I take a break that just keeps the energy going, that was the song right there. Kevin Jeffries, what's going on? I see you in the chat. Diana McLean, what's going on? I see you in the chat. Happy Hour with Lito returns tonight to Triple Threat Tuesday, 9 o'clock. The Triangle Offense. It's my man Lito, Aunt Harrell, and Imani Music, 9 o'clock. You don't want to miss it. Also, Maddie C Sports for you and me moved to Sundays. If you missed it, Peter Barrett was on the show live. That's his new date and time, Sundays at 6 o'clock. But check it out. Let me get into my sponsors here because I went right into my guests, and we can get into the news booth. Michael Douglas Barretto, MDB Electronics. If you need a controller fixed, you want to reach out to him, get it fixed within 24 hours. Kevin Jeffries actually hit me up, was trying to find out if he does PlayStation controllers, and I thought he did, but I wasn't sure, and I said to please reach out, Kevin, if he does do PlayStation controls. If you're able to reach out to him, please let me know and drop it in the chat so I can start letting people know that. Also available now, Viana Marie's It's Personal. That track, Last Thing You Heard on the break right there, that's on that album. So if you haven't heard the album, get it now. It's available everywhere. Tactical Target Systems are those zombie targets that you see. I posted a couple of pictures the other day. Those are the zombie targets that I use at the range. Also, ilovebostonsports.com, or you can win a t-shirt in the chat. Viana Marie, Kimberly Ann, Empowerment Photography. You want to check her out if you're a female and you want to take some photos in a nice, safe environment. Kimberly Ann, Empowerment Photography, videos, photos. So you want to check that out. Let's get into the news booth. And in the news booth, your boy Sinister One is a big hypocrite. And you know what? When I'm a hypocrite, I'm going to call it out because I call other people out when they're hypocrites. But I'm a hypocrite. Let me just throw this up here for you guys. And I'm a hypocrite. My son and me and Viana were actually talking this past weekend about Crocs. And I've on this show, I've bashed people that wore Crocs. I've talked badly about Crocs. I've said a lot of things about Crocs. And they've done it. Crocs have now come out with Marvel limited edition Wakanda Forever Crocs. You can see them in the photo here. And you know what? Your boy's a hypocrite. Your boy's a hypocrite. It popped up on my timeline. I checked them out. The ish is fire. And you know what? I was about to close it and move on. But then that little thing popped up and said that, Keith Hayes, you'd be a first-time customer. And if you were to order these limited edition Wakanda Forever Crocs, we're going to give you 15% off right now if you use this code. So, for those who know me, I'm a sale whore. Size 12. Place my order. Click send. They ship today. Should be here sometime this week. And if you guys follow my son, Terrell Hayes, F6 Damage, If you check him out, he actually has a post. My son Terrell has a post. I actually should have took a screenshot of it and put it up there for you, but my son actually put a post up in regard to me purchasing a pair of Crocs. It says that this is on him, but if anybody in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts wants to see me wearing these Crocs outside, to let them know, because it's an abysmal failure. So Kevin Jeffrey said they got you. They did. Yo, they got me. Yo, if it's Marvel or Star Wars, there's a good chance you're gonna. Now, there were some other shoes that came out that were Star Wars shoes, but they were so ugly. They wasn't getting my. They were so ugly. But for me, the Marvel Wakanda Forever, once you put that limited stamp on it, meaning that they're only making so many, it's limited. That gets my attention. Number one. Number two, Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther movie was one of my favorite Marvel movies, and he passed away, leaving this legacy behind. So that tugged at my heartstrings, and then the 15% off. I was about to close and hit that X button on my phone to close it. It came up. The 15% came up, so they got it. Kevin Jeffrey says, I could have made you those. What do you got? You got a 3D printer, Kevin? Oh man, I'm dead serious though. I'm dead serious. Oh, good stuff. Broadcast bloodbath, people. For those who didn't know, here's the thing, people. 2 people got fired from TV. Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon. Now, when you talk to the extreme left, all they want to talk about is about Tucker Carlson getting fired. If you want to talk to extreme right, all they're doing is applauding and talking about Don Lemon getting fired. And it's like, you know what? Well, first of all, both guys were a-holes. Both guys were egotistical, narcissistic a-holes. Treated people like crap. Both of them deserve to get fired, first and foremost. So the story should be about the both of them getting fired, not one or the other. It should be the both of them. Eye for an eye, number one. Number two, I seen some people out there not throwing any names up, but someone was like, well, he left. Tucker Carlson, he didn't leave. He was fired, bro. He was fired. And Rupert Murdoch didn't even want to give him severance pay. He was fired. And it's crazy stuff. But yeah, they were both fired. Don Lemon is fired. But here's the dangerous thing, people. Here's the dangerous thing. Podcasting is big now. So if you lose a media gig on mainstream media, guess what? You can just be like Joe Rogan and get yourself a nice studio, get yourself some producers like Cinestorm Productions. Because I'm not going to lie, we were doing Kevin Jackson's show, who was on Fox. We was doing his podcast, Kevin Jackson, but Tucker's gone. Don't be surprised, people. He's going to take his podcast, start his little podcast, and that little MAGA group of people that tuned in to Fox to see Tucker Carlson that are now pissed at Fox, guess what? They'll all flood over to Tucker Carlson's podcast, and he's going to make all that money on his own. He ain't going to split no money with Fox, no advertising. All the advertising money coming into his website and podcast will go to Tucker Carlson. So in actuality, people, Tucker Carlson has just become a little bit more dangerous, in my opinion. A little bit more dangerous, in my opinion, because we already know who he's going to cater to. We already know where he's headed. He could very well maybe threaten Joe Rogan for the Spotify throne of top podcasts. I'm just going to put that out there. Tucker Carlson could be coming for that Spotify throne. That's just real talk. Joe Rogan, watch out, because Tucker Carlson got a big following. He got a big following. In the legal booth, Pedro Tello Rodriguez in Texas has to be the stupidest MFer out there. I don't know if you guys heard this story. So there was a competition, a cheerleader competition. And there's this girl. She's one of the most popular cheerleaders in this town in Texas, in this county. They get dropped off at the parking lot where they park their cars at the end of an event, and she accidentally got into the wrong car. This car, Pedro was in. Well, Pedro, instead of saying, oh my God, a hot-ass cheerleader just got into my car, and this could be a How I Met Your Mother moment, Pedro decides to argue with her, follow her to her correct car. Well, actually, didn't even follow to her correct car. She walked away, went to her car, apologized, pulled up to apologize to him for getting into the car, and he got out the car and chased her down to her friend and shot her. Pedro, Tello, Rodriguez. Let me think. A hot-ass cheerleader gets into your car. First of all, that's a How I Met Your Mother moment. First of all, you should be trying to spit game, not shoot game. You in there on your phone and this cheerleader, it's a gift. It's a sign from God, bro. But no, instead, Pedro Tello shoots this cheerleader. And he's on camera, his license plate, all that. Kevin Jeffrey said Pedro don't like women. I guess so. You know, have you used Facebook in the last 16 years? Because guess what? Them and a ton of other social media sites right now got a big ass class action lawsuit against them. And you're going to be able to file a claim, and you're going to be able to collect on this class action lawsuit where you're going to be able to get your $1.09. Now, for you film buffs out there, I'm going to put it out there. How many film buffs know what that amount is I'm talking about in the class action suit? I'm going to make out this check for $1.09. If you know it, put it in the chat. Drop me a DM. Let me know. I know if Ken Diesel was on this show, Ken Diesel would know what movie that was from. The $1.09. Oh, man. Let's get into the entertainment booth. In the entertainment booth, rest in peace, Harry Belafonte. 96 years old. God bless him. God bless him. He's been around for a long time. He was a trendsetter. He's one of the first black men to, he was doing Disney stuff. He's a trendsetter. Broke barriers. Harry Belafonte was, man, oh man. When you talk about black history and entertainment, Harry Belafonte is up there. He was acting, he was singing, he was dancing. Daylight come on, she want to go home. 8, 6, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Come on, son. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace, Harry Belafonte. And whatever happened to his daughter? Remember he had that badass Sherry Belafonte, his daughter? She was like on everything. And then she just, I don't even know, did she pass away? Or if you guys know in the chat, whatever happened to Sherry Belafonte? She was bad. His daughter was bad. I don't know what happened. She sang. I don't know. Somebody Google that if you can. Look it up. Let me know. Aaron Carter. So here's the funny thing. I get off the show last week. When I get off the show last week, a thing popped up that said Aaron Carter died at such and such. I'm like, what the hell? And I go and I'm like, what the hell? I get off the air and Aaron Carter dies. And then I realize, wait a minute, I already talked about this story back in November. What the hell? So I'm wondering why all of a sudden Aaron Carter's trending. Well, Aaron Carter was trending on Tuesday when I got off the show last year because the coroner released a report of why he died. And we all knew that drugs and all this crap was involved, but he died of drowning. So in other words, they had to determine the cause of death, even though he was huffing paint thinner or whatever he was huffing, and he was doing drugs. The cause of death is that he must have passed out or whatever, and he drowned in his tub. So his death is by drowning. It took the coroner 5 months to figure this out, but it is what it is. You would think that his lungs full of water, they would have had this information out there more than 5 months. So that's just my opinion. Evil Dead opened last weekend. $23.5 million for Evil Dead Rise. It surpassed all expectations. And here's the funny thing, people. When they tested this movie, Evil Dead Rise, they originally felt it wasn't that good. They figured they were going to just put it right on HBO Max. And then they did a test screening at a movie theater, and it was off the charts to the point where they were like, wait a minute here. we need to release this in the movies. And they did. And it's $23.5 million. It made it at the box office. It killed it. Killed it. Now, my brother, he said he went to see it, and he said it was pretty good. The fact is that, again, this is one of those horror movies that you can only have white people be in. I'm just saying. Y'all see the picture right there of the mother, the Evil Dead mother, and, you know, the kids let the mother back in the house, and she terrorizes them. Yo, black people, if you've seen the trailer for Evil Dead Rise, black people ain't letting their mother back in the house, bro. They ain't. She's staying outside. I don't care if she's talking about making my favorite meal. Her ass is staying on the other side of the door outside. It would have been Evil Dead Keeps Knocking if it was black people. I'm just saying. Because I seen the trailer and the little white girl is at the door and the mother's talking about, let me in so I can eat your soul. And she looks back at her sister like, should I open the door? Hell no! You ain't opening the door. She's talking about eating your soul, not chitlins, not green beans, not ribs, not greens. Your soul. Don't open the door. Oh man. So I know if my brother was on the show, we'd be laughing about that. Also, here's one for you. Look, I'm a kaiju fan. The Kong movie, the Godzilla movies, the updated movies was on point. Then during COVID, we were able to see the anticipated Godzilla versus Kong, which was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, that movie was crazy. Godzilla and Kong taking on Mechagodzilla. Well, Legendary has announced the sequel to Godzilla vs. Kong. They've revealed the trailer. Here it is now on the booth. Peep this. 2024. It's going down. Come on, son. You already know what that's all about. The new empire. Come on, son. That's going to be Godzilla and Kong. Godzilla and Kong are going to be wrecking other kaijus and other creatures during this film. Wrecking them. That's what this is going to be about. So get ready. 2024. Come on, son. Come on. Because the Godzilla versus Kong with the Mechagodzilla, that hands down, look, I ain't gonna lie. I love the Godzilla films. I love Kong. But when they said they was bringing the Godzilla Kong together, I'm not gonna lie. I knew it was gonna be okay. But I was like, is it really gonna capture what we seen years ago with the Godzilla versus Kong? But then you threw Mechagodzilla into the mix that wasn't in that original. Look, the Godzilla versus Kong movie was just crazy. The fight scene, even though it was over the top and you had two kaijus on an aircraft carrier that would have never been able to support them fighting on it. I didn't care. I ate my popcorn. I love the fact that Godzilla got punched by Kong. Look, I didn't care that they was on an aircraft carrier defying all levels of weight and gravity and displacement. I did not care. it was still entertaining as F. Bring it again. That and the scene was crazy. The scene and the fight scene with Mechagodzilla was on point. was on point. The whole movie was on point. And you know, the Dolby Atmos and all that stuff. Man, I can't wait till 2024. Kraven the Hunter will be Sony's first R-rated MCU. For those who didn't know, Sony, you know, for the longest time has been getting bashed because they felt that Venom should have been a rated R film. And I agree. I think Venom. What's up, Dave Haggerty? What's up, JW? What's up, George Bain? What's going on, Jigs? What's up, guys? What's up, everybody in the chat? My feeling is if the Venom movies were rated R, I think Venom films would have did much better. And I think Sony has realized that. So Sony has decided to become hypocrites, and they've decided that the Kraven the Hunter film will be Sony's first R-rated film. Now, for those who don't know where they're headed with this Kraven the Hunter, I usually have a hat on. The Sinister Six. Sinister Six is made up of Kraven the Hunter, Electro, Doc Ock, Rhino, and it's a mixture, Mobius, and Venom. So it's six of Spider-Man's villains. Spider-Man is definitely, of course, going to be in this film as they build up this Sinister Six, and then they're talking about rumors of a Sinister Six film. But Kraven the Hunter will be their first R-rated MCU film for Sony. Now, for those who don't remember, Marvel's first movie was an R-rated movie. A lot of people forget that New Line Cinema was the first to put a Marvel movie out when Marvel decided to go public and release their stock, and New Line Cinema was the first one to come in and make an actual MCU movie. The first MCU movie was Blade, which was R-rated. All three of those movies were R-rated. And if you watch the original Blade and you have the director's cut, in the original ending of the first Blade movie, when he's on the rooftop, there's another person there. In the original cut of Blade, it's Mobius. And that was the plan of how they were going to build the MCU way back then, was to have Blade, then Mobius, and then they were going to bring Spider-Man in and so forth. That's how this whole thing was supposed to start, and it didn't happen. Fox decided to get their rights, and then Fox decided that they were going to make that X-Men film. And that's kind of where it took off with Fox. So, but yes, it will be the first R-rated MCU film for Sony. Like I said, they should have did it with Venom, because Venom 2 was okay, but it would have been much better if Venom 2 was R and you've got Carnage and Venom together in the movie, and it would have been crazy. Netflix changed its tune on password sharing. If you guys remember a story I talked about, Netflix was going to lock down password sharing amongst family members who have people in the military. And the onslaught has hit Netflix for the last, I want to say 4 or 5 months since they released this story. Well, Netflix has changed their minds. They're going to do password sharing, but guess what, people? At a cost. And they've got a better plan coming out for people with Netflix. It's like a kind of an all-around plan for Netflix, where you can have so many family members in there, and then you can share away. So we'll see. It's working for Disney right now. I think Disney, you can have up to 6 accounts on the Disney plan. So Netflix is coming along, and they've decided to have a change of heart. Also, oh man, I don't know if you guys heard the story of Desiigner. Hold on here. Let me get this story up here for you. This right here. What's up, George? DJ George. This is funny right here. Y'all know the rapper Desiigner, one hit wonder. Let me get into the story right here. Rapper Desiigner is being charged with indecent exposure on a plane coming back from Japan because he was caught masturbating, self-pleasuring himself on the plane. His reason why he was masturbating on the plane is because he didn't get no coochie while he was in Japan. He was masturbating on a plane because he didn't get no coochie the whole time he was in Japan. So now Desiigner has apologized for this action. He will be going to counseling. He is actually going to end up on the sex offenders list. But I just want to say to people here on the booth officially right now, if you drop the panda emoji in my chat, that's going to stand for self-pleasuring masturbation. So if you drop that panda in that chat, and if we use the code word panda, that's what it's going to mean. Panda, panda, panda. Oh, man. And you guys know I like to drop new trailers on you. You guys know I like to drop trailers on you. New trailers when they come out, right? Right? There's a movie production company out there called Gate 6. Gate 6. The movie company's called Gate 6. Remember this movie company, people. They've actually linked up with the directors and producers of the John Wick films. And they decided, what if we took a guy like John Wick and dropped him in during the war against the Germans, and just have this guy killing Nazis for the whole film. This movie, people, is called Sisu. Made by Gate 6. I'm going to just tell you right now. Yo, you want to be talking about this trailer. I'm just letting you know. You're going to be talking about this trailer. Y'all right now in this chat, check this trailer out and then tell me your thoughts on this trailer.
Down on your knees. Fuck him up! We got gold!
He was a Finnish commando. He lost his home and his family in the war. He became a one-man death squad. He's one mean motherfucker that you do not want to mess with.
Fire!
You'll see what happens when you take everything from him.
Do you really believe that he's immortal?
No, he just refuses to die.
How many minds did we bury here? All of them.
You and you.
This is not about who's the strongest. This is about not giving up. We have a word for that in Finland.
We might have a problem.
I love a good action. Yo, sign me up. Sign me up. Sign me up, Sisu. I'm about to, whoo, that looks real good. Real good. If you guys watched Raw this past Monday night, Triple H announced a brand new belt and a brand new championship. Night of the Champions is in it's in the Middle East. And in my opinion, on that night, that's when Cody Rhodes is going to get that belt. Because the draft is coming up in the WWE. Wherever Roman Reigns ends up, he's going to be taking the belts with him in this draft. So they're going to do a whole new belt and a whole new title for champion, world champion. So they're going to have every guy is going to be ready to try out now for this belt at the Night of Champions. And like I said, I think that's going to be Cody Reigns. That's going to be Cody Rhodes' night. It's going to be his night. Also in the WWE, Backlash is coming up next weekend. If you watched Raw, the main event is now, it's here. If you guys have seen Bad Bunny wrestle, Bad Bunny can wrestle. Bad Bunny is right up there with Logan Paul. Bad Bunny can wrestle. Bad Bunny is about to face Damian Priest in a street match in Puerto Rico. Let me tell you something. WWE in Puerto Rico with two of the biggest Puerto Rican stars, Damian Priest in wrestling and Bad Bunny in music. This is going to be crazy because, oh man, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Next weekend, May 6th is Backlash. Check it out. In the sports booth, Game 3 has kicked off. Celtics, Hawks at home. It's game 5, actually. You get ready to send them home. You're going to send them home. Celtics lead the series 3-1. Sending them home tonight. Done. Wrap. Wrap. I'm just letting you know. Also, it was like 5 players suspended for gambling. It's kind of hypocritical of the NFL. The Detroit Lions got decimated. They had like 3 players who were caught up in this gambling scandal. One of them is their first round draft pick, I believe, from last year, wide receiver, who's caught up. These guys are suspended. One of them's indefinite. But here's the funny thing. It's hypocritical, people. You've got betting and gambling going on across the country, getting approved for online gambling. Even here in Massachusetts, it's been approved. Who's out there promoting all of this sports gambling when you're on TV? Kevin Garnett, Reggie Bush, all sports stars. But how do you have all your sports stars promoting all these gambling sites and DraftKings and all this shit, but then you're going to suspend? And I get it. Active players aren't supposed to gamble because now it looks like you might be shaving points. You know, and I get it. I understand. Please don't get into there and tell me that. I haven't even got to that, man. Kevin Jeffries wants me to talk about Jimmy Butler, who was out of his mind down in Miami. And the Celtics may get Miami in the next round. They might. We don't know yet. We'll see. Could be them or the Sixers, but we'll see. The Heat's playing their butts off. Butler is crazy. He's always been crazy, but he was just out of control. He was out of control last night. And LeBron James was also out of control. 20 for 20 last night. LeBron James. They're 3-1, the Lakers. Doesn't look like they're going to get bounced in the first round this year. So let's see what happens. But yeah, the Heat doing their thing. I believe they're 3-1 too. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. Also in the news, the trade finally happened, people. It's finally here. Aaron Rodgers is a Jet now. And I heard, I'm not going to throw no names out there, but 96.9's Leroy Irvin, he said the Patriots are at the back of the bottom of the barrel. He said that they're at the bottom of the AFC. Come on, guys. Aaron Rodgers isn't the savior for the Jets. They're going to get about 1 year, maybe. They'll be lucky if they get 2 years out of Aaron Rodgers. there's a lot more problems going on in New York. Aaron Rodgers ain't the end all be all. This is we've seen this before. We've seen this before. It isn't happening. The cause of Damar Hamlin's cardiac arrest has been finally revealed. We already know. Carotid. I don't want to mess it up, but it's when you take a hard hit in the right area, you hit that medical artery. That hit he took stopped his heart. That hard hit. So what's going to happen now? Well, first of all, in kids sports, this has been a known problem. This has been a known problem in kids sports forever. So they're going to really try to do things to make sure that this doesn't happen. Don't be surprised if you see the NFL change the type of shoulder pads that secondary wears. Because the secondary's shoulder pads are different than what the running backs and wide receivers wear. The cornerbacks are a lot more, it's a lot more open in this chest area because they don't take that many hits. The cornerbacks and safeties, they're in coverage. They don't take that many hits. I think you're going to see a change in the shoulder pads for safeties and cornerbacks. I think that's coming. I think that's definitely coming. 30-27 right now. Hawks up after first quarter. All right, so the Hawks are up right now, 30-27, first quarter. Thank you for that. And let me get into this. NFL Draft, because we're at 8:01. NFL Draft takes place this weekend, beginning on Thursday. Kansas City, 27th to the 29th. Patriots are at 14th. Again, it's probably going to be the same thing. The Patriots are going to friggin' let everybody stay up and wait till the 14th pick, and then he'll trade it away so he can get an offensive lineman, because I think that's where they're going. As you heard me on 95.9 WATD with Kevin Tachi, Monday Night Talk. I talked about the draft, and I already said, that Bill O'Brien's here. The offensive coordinator's here. What you saw last year was smoke and mirrors. It's not the real Patriots. You had a defensive coordinator calling plays, and it was horrible. He should have never been here. Bill O'Brien was supposed to be here, but Nick Saban didn't want to let him go. Bill O'Brien is here now. You're going to see a whole different entire offense. Mac Jones is going to have to earn that spot. And I think you're going to see a totally different offense. They don't really need wide receivers. Their wide receivers did good last year with a horrible, crappy defensive coordinator. Imagine what they're going to do, what Devontae Parker and Kendrick Bourne are going to do next year with an offensive coordinator. It's gonna be crazy. And then you got Mike Gesicki as a tight end, so you got a nice 2 tight end set now. I think the Patriots go with an offensive lineman in this draft or a nice nose tackle. Christian Barmore did good stuffing up the middle, but he's really an outside guy on the defense. So I think they really need a nice nose tackle because I'm tired of them giving up real estate up the middle. Chris Gagne, Gabriel Morales fighting in Tampa on Saturday. Yes, he is, and I was actually trying to get him to come on to Maddie C Sports for You and Me, and I think Maddie is trying to lock that down for Maddie's show, Box with Me with Maddie C. But Gabriel Morales, who was on this show, he is fighting in Tampa on Saturday. www.raiseboxing.com is where to watch the stream. Kevin Jeffrey said, Mac Jones, the Tennessee Titans on draft day. Nah, ain't happening. If you guys watched the fight this weekend, Gervonta Davis, Tank took on Ryan Garcia, knocked him out with a body blow. Took him right out the fight. I seen a lot of people talking junk about Ryan Garcia, talking about be a man and get up. Yo, first of all, people, Tank lured him in. And that was a clean, hard shot to the kidney solar plexus. Look, some of y'all be watching stuff sometimes, and you all be just really talking out your asses. Really talking out your asses. Because if Gervonta was about to hit anybody out here talking crap about Ryan Garcia with that same body shot, some of you are going to be on life support. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So please stop it. Stop it. Because Javante, Tank hits like a monster, bro. And that punch was hard. That punch was so hard. When he went down, it was I knew. I was like, he ain't getting back up, bro. He ain't getting. And Kevin Jeffries said on Facebook, he said he made that man poo-poo. For real. It was one of them ones that loosens your bowels, bro. So all you people out there talking about he ain't got no heart. Stop it. Stop it. Joe Biden today, on Tuesday, of course. We always get the good breaking news. Joe Biden announces he's going to run for election in 2024. Biden and Harris, let's finish the job. I'm going to give you my comments on Joe Biden running for re-election in 2024. But I'm going to let Joe, I'm going to turn the floor over to you. I'm going to let you speak your piece real quick. Here we go.
When I ran for president 4 years ago, I said we're in a battle for the soul of America, and we still are. The question we're facing is whether in the years ahead we have more freedom or less freedom, more rights or fewer. I know what I want the answer to be, and I think you do too. This is not a time to be complacent. That's why I'm running for re-election. Because I know America. I know we're good and decent people. I know we're still a country that believes in honesty and respect and treating each other with dignity. That we're a nation where we give hate no safe harbor. We believe that everyone is equal, that everyone should be given a fair shot to succeed in this country.
Thank you for choosing us.
Let's finish this job. I know we can. Because this is the United States of America. There's nothing, simply nothing we cannot do if we do it together.
'24 re-election. Look, I'm hoping that the Democrats are really going to push someone else. He's 84. 4 more years puts him at 88. And my feeling is yeah, there's been some things done, but I really want to get somebody younger in there. I feel like I need somebody with fire in there. Yeah, there's been some stuff done, but the funny thing is that the Republicans have their problems on their side. If the Donald Trump stays out there, that party is going to be split 3 ways. If Donald Trump isn't gone, the GOP's got problems. The RNC's got problems. It's going to be split 3 ways, and there's a good chance that Joe Biden's going to win re-election. Him and Harris are going to win it. They're going to walk right in, because I can tell you right now, if Trump splits this party 3 ways and creates his own party, it's a wrap. It's a done deal. It's a done deal for the Democrats. They'll probably get in again, and that's just my opinion. Don't come at me with all this hate. But again, that's it. It's 8:08. I got to thank everybody for tuning into the show, supporting the show, and checking me out. There's our banners. There's our people who supported the show with the beanies. The shows I produce: She Talks Football Podcast, Drafting the Circuits on Wednesday nights, Oscar Mike Radio on Thursday nights, Talk Back with Gloria Shea, Maddie C Sports for you and me on Sundays. And again, Happy Hour with Lito presents the Triangle Offense tonight, 9 o'clock debuts. My man Kevin Jeffries Lito with Aunt Harrell and Amani Music, talking about anything and everything. Make sure to tune in on his channel on YouTube and make sure to show him some love. Also, the Cooperative Economics Network Dinner, 1102 Blue Hill Ave, every Wednesday night from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Free networking event with spaghetti dinner. Also, the Campello Neighborhood Plan has 3 more dates left, 1 in May, 1 in June, and 1 in July. Make sure to check them out. It's talking about the progress that's coming to the Campello area. Also, man, I'm going to be producing Drafting the Circuits tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. If I didn't have to produce this show tomorrow night, guess where I would be? I would be right at the Middle East in Boston, because Fredro Starr and Sticky, Onyx, R.A. the Rugged Man are going to be at the Middle East tomorrow night. It's the 30-year anniversary of Back the Fuck Up. And if y'all don't remember what that Onyx joint did for New York hip-hop, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. That slam is one of the throw your guns in the air. Come on, son. Also, Boston Comics Coloring Festival, April 29th at the Reggie Lewis Track and Athletic Center. That's coming up. Also, the 3rd annual meet and greet, Polaris Slingshot. My man Figgy is putting it on Saturday, May 6th. Rain date's the 13th. That's the first real kind of official Slingshot event of the year. I actually have my event is a drive through Boston, but we were waiting to see what's going to happen with my leg. But I'm definitely already heading down the Maggie Valley for the first week of June, and we'll see what's going on there. DJ Sims is the music. The Truck Bar is going to be the location, no longer at Hooters. Also, the vendor pop-up is May 13th here in Brockton, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. at 60 Skinner Street. And on May 6th, the Down and Dirty Derby will be at Ned Devine's Irish Pub. Louis Bello will be performing that Saturday, May 6th, Down and Derby. It's a benefit for the Love Life Now Foundation. Laverne Gordon, who's involved with this, she's going to actually be on this show to talk about an event coming up here in Brockton, the Heal-a-thon. So she's going to be coming up, I believe, on May 23rd. She's coming on the show. Vianna Marie, It's Personal. She'll be interviewing on the Hip Hop Happy Hour on June 15th at 8 p.m. And then she'll be performing at the 2nd annual Juneteenth celebration on June 17th at the Brockton Fairgrounds for the African American Association of Brockton. Also, the Summer Solstice event 2023 takes place Wednesday, June 21st at City Hall Plaza, 45 School Street. And then Boom Squad Radio every Friday night, open mic, 486 Bedford Street in Fall River, Mass. Head on down there, show them support. And then Kimberly Ann Empowerment Photography, Vianna Marie over there on the left, she did a photo shoot. If you're a female in this area who wants to do a photo shoot like you've never done before, please reach out to Kimberly Ann Empowerment Photography. Also, big shout out to Travis Partington, Oscar Mike Radio, who showed up at the house. And for the 7 years that we've been doing the show and the stuff that we've done with Oscar Mike Radio, Travis wanted to show his support. He hooked me up with a brand new M7 Shure Custom Sinister One Productions mic with that red and gray in it. So when I do my first remote somewhere, you're going to see this microphone. I'm going to be able to bring this microphone out and let it ride. Also, my boy on the left, Billy Atwood, grew up together. That's my other boy, Dennis. When I moved to Brockton in 78, I was this black kid, didn't know anybody. Went to an after-school program at East Junior High, which is now East Middle School. And at this after-school program, I met Dennis on the right and Bill. It's Bill's birthday was last week. I got to give a big shout-out to Bill. And Bill, Bill's one of my friends I grew up with. I love him to death. But, yo, when you're black, yo, you know the white friend? Bill is the white friend. When you go to his house, they were swearing in the house. That's real talk, yo. That's real true story. I went to Bill's house for the first time for dinner on a Friday night. We were getting West Side subs and pizza. His mom asked him what he wanted. We was playing Atari, because back then Atari, and him and his brother started fighting, and they was dropping the F-bomb and S-bomb and all this crazy stuff. I'm looking around like, what? Wait, is there a shoe coming from around the corner? Is there a hand coming to hit you upside the head? You know, I'm ducking. I don't know what was going on, you know, but that's how it was, you know? And I actually went home. You know, my dad picked me up and brought me home. And my dad said, well, how was it? You know, what was it? How was it? You had fun? I said, oh, yeah, Bill's house was cool. They get to swear. He told his mother this. And my dad stopped and paused, and he said, don't ever think about doing that in this house, because you'll be 6 feet under. It'll be the last thing you ever say in this house. So I realized what happened at Bill's house. Stayed at Bill's house. Love you, Bill. That's my boy, Bill Atwood on the left. Love you, man. Happy birthday. And then that's it. I want to thank everybody for coming on the show with me, hanging out. It's been great stuff. And hold on here. Let me get back in here. Boom. Boom. I want to thank everybody for coming on the show. Everybody who's in the chat. Bam. I want to thank you all for tuning in. It's 8:15. Good stuff, people. Thank you for tuning in. NFL draft this weekend. And I'm going to go get ready to catch the rest of this Celtics game. But all I got to say is SpongeBob, can you do me a favor and just let these people know that it's time to go home? All right, SpongeBob? See you guys next week. Peace.
See you next Tuesday.
Thank you for listening to The Booth on Hoopazoo and HatcherRadio.com. Please follow the Facebook page and subscribe to the podcast at Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. The Booth is a Sinister One production hosted by Sinister One.
I've got to start hanging out with friends that are a little more intelligent and understand politics and stuff. It's just that I'm up on this level up here, and all my friends are down here. Me, nah. You guys, nah. Maybe a little more down in here. Screw you guys, I'm going home.
I smoke, I drink, I do my thing. These bitches hating, so you know I got to make it plain. Don't do cocaine with your chick, my main. We stick together, true forever, yeah, you know we bang. I miss those days, which was easy. If only I made it, this don't repeat. Now that I done upgraded, I've been upstate, but y'all think I'm playing. And I got a hit now for these weak ass hoes who think I ain't slaying. Try me, and I'll probably end up laughing, cause I never back down. I'm that chick with a clean ass whip, I don't need that shit, I got my own now. I get hurt, I get tired of fussing, fighting, guess I gotta crack down. Don't mess with me, cause on everything, I'ma have to bring the whole city out.
WHOOBAZOO, that's Hoopazoo.com.
Enter website.